Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 355. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
Tony Korkanakis.
Boom shakalaka.
And Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
I always open with Mike. I should lead with Mike, man. Mike, you get boom shakalaka and then what's up? You gotta have some energy, Mike. Or no, or nothing. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to episode 355. It is post-Comic-Con, so a bit of a lull going on. But we did have a little bit of news this week. We're going to kick it off with the box office first. Dunkirk barely beats Emoji Movie, which one of the worst reviewed movies that I've seen. I mean, not that I've actually seen. I'm sorry, that I've seen online. Actually seen reviews for. I didn't go see this movie. I do see shitty movies, but not this shitty. This will be a bet loser without a doubt. I mean, this is gonna be. This has like, poop emoji written all over it. So, get it.
Calling back to the poop emojis episode.
Mm-hmm. So, as predicted, I think in that episode, I guess it's not really a bomb at $24.5 million, but they were banking. They're banking on this movie, Sony Pictures. This is like their big film of the year besides Spider-Man.
I mean, didn't they lose like $84 million or something this quarter?
Yeah. And then they said, well, we're all looking forward to the Emoji Movie releasing. And I'm like, what?
They were the only ones, apparently.
Yeah, so $24.5 million. It premiered at number 2. It's one of the worst reviewed movies ever.
What's its Rotten Tomato score?
Rotten 6% somehow.
6%.
6%.
I think
6 out of 100 critics.
I think Metacritic stayed at 9, or did it go up a little bit?
Oh my god! I want to talk to those 6 people that were like, "Yeah, you know what? Go see this movie."
Emoji Movie went up 1 point on Metacritic by the end. It came up to 10 on Metacritic. Oof.
I mean, that's the thing, though, is like that's why you get
average.
Movies. You don't ever get perfect score movies on Rotten Tomatoes, because
or on Metacritic.
Yeah, well, but more so on like Rotten, because Rotten's more just a do you like it or do you not like it, or go or not go.
We've had this conversation.
And
two options.
There's 3 stars in the middle is different for every critic too. So
right.
Well,
and so like everybody's got different.
Mike, if you give something 3 stars, it's good.
It's good. I think that's mediocre.
No. It's that's 2.5.
2.5 is bad.
You have 5 stars to fill, right? You fill 3 of those stars. That means that's more than half full. That's like a positive. That's a good thing.
Better than average.
Yeah, it's passing. It's like a C. Mediocre.
It's good.
All Rotten Tomatoes is should you watch it? Last time I checked,
C's mean good.
I really wish we'd stop talking about this topic. Like, you could disagree with it, you could not like it, but like, it is what it is.
I didn't bring it up.
You did. I was talking about Metacritic. I'm talking about the aggregate average on Metacritic at 10, and we're talking about how the critics on Rotten Tomatoes come out to a 6.
That's why you're not going to get a clean sweep for anything.
Oh, well, whatever. So, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it.
Whatever. That's the nature of it. You guys bring it up, and then you yell at me for me telling you about the nature of it.
No, because you started, you're like, oh, well, a 3 out of 5 is blah, blah, blah.
That's what it is.
A 3 out of 5 is positive for them. That's all. You can disagree with
not necessarily the critic. That's the problem.
If a critic gives something a 3 out of 5, it's a positive.
Average. Okay, whatever.
I don't even see how... No.
It depends. I mean, it depends. That's all. It depends on the person.
We're not getting into it. I don't see how, but Mike it's just not going to change. I mean, we've had this discussion millions of times. Mike has his opinion on it, and that's it.
I mean, for me, I don't understand you're being so aggressive about this right now, Jim, because a 6 is not a good movie.
I want to move on.
We're not. It's good. All it is should you watch this or should you not watch this? That's it. They're not speaking to the quality of the movie.
I'm not saying anything.
Should you watch
and that's what it's so frustrating right now, because it's all arguing the same thing. That's why I'm not saying. I don't get it.
Let's go.
I'm trying to. Let's go. Move it along, Jim.
All right. That debuted at number 2. Dunkirk was at number 1 at $27 million, which is...
Going back. We already talked.
Yeah, we did.
See what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. Girls Trip, number 3, $19 million. Atomic Blonde and Spider-Man Homecoming at $13.3 million. That is your box office.
Spider-Man Now.
What's the domestic?
No, worldwide.
Oh, I don't know the worldwide. The domestic is at 278.
Worldwide, it's at 635.
Yeah.
So
Wonder Woman,
still
by
has,
the way,
Japan
It's,
and China.
Wonder Woman passed Deadpool worldwide now.
Yep.
That movie is doing very well. I mean, very well. Opening this week is The Dark Tower. I don't think any of us are going to see it this week. I would assume, Corey, you probably want to see it, right?
Yeah, I want to see it. It's just gonna be a little tricky. That's
Yeah,
all.
maybe we can swing a Tuesday again. Like, try to get a Tuesday night going. Just over in Hackettstown there.
On a
We do
podcast
this.
night?
We can hold it off one night. Guys, come on. The guy can't get out. He's got kids. Come on.
I'm flexible. That's all. I'm saying.
We'll figure it
Just
out.
pose the
I'm not
question.
even saying it's going to be the week after. I'm just saying maybe on a Tuesday night, him and I can get out and see this movie. So, all right, that's opening this week, and that's your box office. As we got into some news already with Wonder Woman passing Deadpool, we also have news about Captain Marvel. Last week we were talking about Captain Marvel and her premiere, like how they got the scrolls for her movie. It's going to be in the 90s, and we were actually discussing that she was going to be in Infinity War, and that's been thrown out. She's not in Infinity War. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I think she is.
I didn't think she was.
No,
Like,
I think
I don't
she
know. I don't
is.
remember hearing that.
I think she is. This is a little bit of a little.
Just a gut feeling.
Yeah, they've
thing.
already done the misdirection with a certain character from another movie. I'm going to leave it completely vague. No spoilers here. There was another character that was teased being in a movie, and they're not going to be in the movie. So they've already done it in the Marvel universe. This has happened.
Okay.
They've teased a character in a movie, and they're not in that movie, but they teased that they were going to be in it.
This is the opposite.
So you're
though.
saying
Sure, I'm just saying there's a lot of misdirection on Marvel's front. I've seen it already once, one way.
okay.
And they
She'll
did
be
it.
in the
And they
next
did it. And they
Avengers.
did it on purpose. I mean, they did it on purpose actually to
I mean, the thing.
draw away attention.
Who, Luke Skywalker?
No, I'm not going to say it on the. I'm not going to. I'll give it to you after the podcast. I'm being very vague because it's one of more.
The So with Captain Marvel, though, the thing is they have cast her already, so we know who she is, and we know she's gonna be in the movies. It's just a matter of it could, potentially be.
I think it's more of a misdirection because they're like, yeah, she's in the '90s. That's it. Enjoy that movie. Although it's taking place after Infinity War, isn't it? Like we're gonna see it after Infinity War.
We'll see it after Infinity War, and we'll see it before Infinity War takes place.
Yeah. So maybe it doesn't make sense to have her in that movie anyways as her premiere. I don't know.
No, it doesn't make it.
Yeah. Well, they did show concept art at Comic-Con, and they released it, actually. I linked it on this article for the Skrulls and the Super Skrulls, which apparently are in both. They're going to have them both. So, I don't know what Fox... It's one of those dual properties. It's like... Yeah. It's like the Wonder Twins, or, you know what I mean?
Well, it's apparently the Skrulls.
Scarlet Witch and,
Quicksilver,
yeah.
The Skrulls themselves are, I think, like you said, dual property, but
Yeah.
specific FF characters like Doctor Doom or the Super Skrull, like the Super Skrull.
The one that's the
Apparently that's a
Fantastic
thing.
Four character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's theirs. But Super Skrulls will be in it, and so will the Skrulls, and they look good. I like the concept art, so I'm actually looking forward to this film. I just wonder what the reason behind the '90s.
You're so nonchalant about that. Are you talking about like Captain Marvel movie, like as in her debut?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be looking forward to like a Marvel movie, like a new debut character?
Well, because you never know
thought
about.
kind of like, oh, I'm
No.
gonna look forward. Yeah, I think
No,
most people are actually.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And coming off of Wonder Woman.
Mike, are you
especially, like-
looking forward to Captain Marvel?
Not at all.
See, there we go. I debunked you already, Corey.
Tony, are you
Shit.
looking forward to Captain Marvel?
I'm interested in seeing what they'll do. I
75%, Jim.
Whoa, he said
75%.
interested in seeing what they'll do.
No,
See?
I mean, I'll see it, obviously, but I don't like the character, at least in the comics. I'm hoping they can make her likable in the movie universe because she
Yeah.
sucks in the comic universe.
She doesn't have.
Sucks.
I don't know much about her character. I just see her as a very plain character when I've seen her and actually played her in games too. So
She's just one of the most powerful characters in the universe, and
okay.
they
That's it.
can't.
I can
write
say
and make a
that
story
that
for it.
Ms.
The Superman
Marvel.
conundrum.
I really like the
Yeah.
Ms. Marvel comic, Marvel Girl, whatever it was called. What's the one that they had like the reboot of her?
Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel. That was a really good. I read the first.
Well,
Like,
she's not
chapter.
technically. I mean,
No,
same.
no, but she does appear as
Yes.
her. You know, I mean,
Yeah, she's got the same logo. but
no, she also
different
appears as her.
characters.
Literally appears as her in the first issue of the comic.
Mhm.
So, it's a cool comic. I like it. But anyways,
Champions is pretty good too. She's in that.
there's no central. I forgot to put this on. There's no central villain in the Hulu series, Runaways. So that was announced. Coming November, by the way, for those who didn't know, November.
Interesting. Okay. I mean,
I know you
if
know,
you
the
know the
story.
comic.
Yeah, I know you know the story. So it's like I was looking for reactions here because I don't know the whole comic. So
I don't know the comic either.
I just know that I know the premise of the comic.
What that is.
Well, in the
I
comic,
mean,
like,
basically,
go ahead.
yeah, like basically the kids learn that their parents are. They thought they were superheroes.
They're super villains, right?
Yeah,
They're super villains.
it's a pretty cool idea. I like the idea. So it was pretty cool.
And yeah, and the black kid kind of takes the I forget his name, but he's the leader of the group.
Why's he got to be black?
I don't know. Ask the writers. But and then like there is a thing that they're kind of striving for, or like there's like a path that they're trying to go towards. So I'll be interested to see if they continue like do that, because I thought it was a good comic. Kind of goes off the rails a little bit later on, but the first arc is pretty decent where it wraps up. Seriously, it's hard to. I mean, if it doesn't end, or if it's not a short run,
exactly.
Exactly. All right. Let's move into. Oh, we'll talk real quick about John Cena being cast in the Bumblebee spin-off movie.
WWE Films.
I still don't understand. I don't understand how he's getting a spin-off movie right now. I think the franchise itself is in need of something new. You know, like I feel like those other movies, when they focused on the Transformers, they focused on Bumblebee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is already kind of in pre-production. Before
it's been, I definitely was in the works for.
Yeah, like they talked about it, like even like a year or two ago. Okay. I remember.
All right, so that's not you can't stop the train.
Right, but I mean the budget is significantly reduced. I think it's like 125, 150, not even.
So that's why they cast John Cena.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they
I
probably
think
wanted The Rock, and they got John Cena.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's the B list for the WWE stars.
The Bumblebee list.
The B list.
But you should be excited because the writer of the movie is going to be the writer for what's the animated movie you guys really liked last year? Kubo.
Kubo, yeah.
Kubo, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who wrote that is writing the Bumblebee spin-off movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was
has a chance of being good.
That was a really cool film.
Good.
Well, I think once you take like if you're focusing on a single, like more singular story than trying to like have this overarching, the world is ending, Cybertron's destroying everything. Like I think that can work a lot better than having, you know, like we talked about even in like the Marvel universe, these movies that are just all about everything's gonna die and we're all.
How's the world gonna end this time?
Yeah. So it could work, and a good pedigree there with that guy. He did pretty well with Kubo. I really like that film.
We've got. Okay, this is. I don't know how accurate this is, but this is being reported from. What's her name? From Colleen Wing, from the character who played. Wait, is that?
Oh, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist character, yeah, the Iron Fist girl is talking about how
Iron Fist girl.
The Iron Fist girl. She's in the Defenders this new season, and apparently, Iron Fist's character goes through like drastic changes throughout this entire set. More, character changes to make him into more of a hero than he was after the end of his show. So,
well, needs it.
Sounds like they're moving forward with his to get it ready for season 2, which was announced. They didn't say the numbers yet. Daredevil and Iron Fist, 23 episodes for their seasons. They didn't say not all that's together. So one of them's going to probably have 10, and one's going to have 13.
Or 12 and 11.
Or 12 and 11, which doesn't make any sense. Or
22 and 1.
Or 8 and 22 and 1.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but that's the number we got for them. But I don't know. His character definitely needs to grow the most and grow up. And apparently, like the ending that we didn't like of that series apparently gets like It's a continued on right in Defenders. Like it's continued right there. So
yeah, it's the question. I mean, we knew Defenders was coming, and the way that ends, you're like, what? Seriously, like what is going to bring him back to New York?
Yeah, so that basically gets picked up right there. Apparently.
Yeah.
So. And now, early reviews of this have been pretty positive, right?
I haven't heard.
I think they're saying it's like it's a slow burn, but something
Again,
that's
they're only reviewing
rewarding.
the first 4 episodes. So.
Yeah. All right.
And I think they did say that they don't actually meet each other until the 3rd or something.
Okay. Well, all right. As long as
So
they're good
not what I
episodes.
predicted. I thought it was going to be like 4 episodes of them individual episode kind of thing, but it looks like they'll get together
That's
a little
pretty
sooner.
close.
Yeah, it is. Well, you
The
know, Iron
spirit of
Fist.
your prediction, I
Iron
think, is
Fist doesn't
intact.
need his own episode. I mean, come on. He can just be in one. He could be in the Luke Cage episode. That's perfect. So you get one of.
Well, it sounds like it probably is going to be Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and then
Daredevil,
Matt Murdock
Jessica,
and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you already saw the trailers where he's like, "I'm your lawyer. Don't say a word" or whatever.
Yeah.
So you know they're together, and then you know Iron Fist is punching Luke Cage with his fist that he's like
cool.
not supposed to use on people or something. I don't know.
It's
Yeah. He also is not supposed to lose, but
yeah. He is the Iron Fist. You know,
He's too good. I mean,
he's the
just a
weapon.
master.
He's the weapon. Even though.
Didn't they have to all save him in the trailer for this?
Probably.
I'm sure.
I think I saw that.
I'm sure. I feel like his character is like going to be more of like. Unfortunately, I'm going to make this comment more like the Johnny Storm of the group. I feel like he's going to be the more out of control one. And I feel like he should be the one in most control, but the way they're setting that up from that series, I feel like he's going to be that character. And I think it's terrible, but, you know, whatever. I mean, we'll see how... As long as it's good, I don't care, but we'll see.
Let's just hope they have enough time to
say-
actually develop him, considering everyone is there and there's 8 episodes.
Yeah, I will say I'm more reserved about my expectations for this now, thanks to Iron Fist and the end of Luke Cage. I've kind of tapered off on my... and even the end of Daredevil.
Guarantee.
Even the end of
Yeah.
Daredevil season 2. I mean, we forget that ended pretty, you know, pretty weird. So, yeah. All right. Persona 5 anime announced. I saw the trailer for that. Really cool. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. A lot of Persona news coming up in the Gamescast, actually. So
They did. A1 is the production company, right? They did the
Yeah.
Persona 4 Golden one, I think.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
The thing with them is they can be hit or miss with
Oh,
their
really?
animation.
Really.
It depends
It
on the
looked-
budget. I
It
mean,
looked good. I mean, it looked good from the trailer.
Yeah, but is that just the promotional trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. They spent the most time on, like every Dragon Ball Z promo
They
we've
do
ever seen.
Sword Art.
Always looks better.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Sword Art
whatever.
and Fairy Tail.
They did Sword Art, so like they're very good, and then they're
The thing is,
really
it's
shitty.
the license. The fans are gonna watch it no matter what. It's not like
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
"Oh,
watch it."
this looks terrible." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
definitely
watch it.
going to watch it. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right, let's move on to the saga that is Ben
Might be
Affleck.
the only way I finish it.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Ben Affleck saga. Is he? Isn't he? Is he? Isn't he? We've had like conflicting arguments,
That's
contradicting
why I
arguments.
keep saying, like, anything that comes out, fuck that shit. Until we see something live and in person and it's out there, then we can, like, critique it and say something. But right now, like, the news is just too, like, they're eating it up. They love this shit. They are loving it.
Well, he hasn't signed on, and that's been confirmed. He has not signed on for the trilogy planned. Matt Reeves has a trilogy of films for Batman, and he has not signed on for 3 films. He's signed on for 1. And that has been confirmed.
Okay.
By the actual, one of the people working at the studios. So what are they doing? I mean, what's the plan? What do you think? Do you think they're actually writing him out anyways? Like, not even trying to sign? Not Ben Affleck's plans. I'm just saying, what's the plan of the film? Do you think maybe they're moving on and going to have a different Batman?
Yep.
I mean, Tony mentioned the cool idea of Batman Beyond, right? I think that was you that mentioned
That was mentioned in the original rumor, but it was just 3 movies down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
that
don't
would
think
be keeping Ben Affleck. Why would you want to...
You keep him for a few movies and then transfer him as he's actually an old dude to be Batman Beyond old dude.
No, I understand
Then you have to
that
pay
part.
Ben Affleck to.
But that's what
the
my
old
whole
Batman.
point
To
was,
be
like,
Alfred.
I think, well, the whole thing I'm getting from all this, like, news and not news, is that this guy wants out. So why would you want to have him come back for Batman Beyond?
Well, it's
Like,
all
Exactly.
rumors. I mean, it's
Is
just all
that
rumors.
really true? Do you
Right.
really know what he wants?
no, and absolutely not. And that's the problem. Is like, right now, I'm just gonna take him on his word, and he's saying that he wants to be Batman. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna be Batman in the next couple movies. I mean, that's all we can do right now. Yeah, there's tons of rumors. And that's
But
all
you
he's
can,
saying. And
you can
that can
also
change.
assume, given his age, that even if he does do 2 more movies, they're going to want to transfer over eventually to something else. And the smooth transfer would be a Batman Beyond.
Really, how much time does he spend in the suit?
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
how much time does you don't
he's gonna be
need
mostly
him in a suit?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
dude was
he's
supposed to
doing
be.
this. Like, he's not a fat guy. He can get in shape. He can be fit. Like, people do a lot of stuff in their early 50s. He's only 44. Technically that's not that.
I don't
old.
think his age has much to do with it. I think
it's
a lot of it has to do
Right,
with the
and that's
fact
why
that
I think this whole, they aged him in Batman v Superman to make him look older because he doesn't have gray hair.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with the fact that they're like, oh yeah, you can write and direct the Batman movie. Literally at the beginning of the year, he was bragging about it, talking about it on late night television, and they're like, yeah, about that. Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't understand why he would want to continue being Batman after his contract is up.
I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that he just wants to play the character and not have to worry about the writing, the directing, and the acting, and the promotional shit. All that stuff wrapped up can be very stressful.
I personally think this is a lot of people leaving a lot of outs, himself included.
Yeah, like I said, I guarantee you, most of this is going to depend on how Justice League does in November.
Yeah. I think they're all themselves, like everybody. He's just as probably, if Justice League is a terrible movie, the interest level for him, I bet you, plummets, and he's gone.
Well, I still think he does Batman.
I don't know.
Well, he still has one more movie after Justice League.
Technically, he doesn't
contractually obligated.
I mean, Val Kilmer is contractually obligated to do a sequel too. So.
Sure. But I mean, they'll use him even if it's just a transition into the Batman of him passing the mantle down to, Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see that happen. I would think that's the most likely situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why we were saying last week, you have the Nightwing movie, you bring that in, and
right?
then
Exactly.
You get all of his characters.
Why else are you going to do a Nightwing movie and a Batgirl movie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That makes sense.
But I mean, personally, I think he's going to be Batman in the next Justice League film.
All right.
What next Justice League film?
The one that comes after the first one. I'm just saying.
Justice League Dark.
Yes. Yep.
Justice League Dark, the one that deals with like the supernatural shit. He's going to be in it.
He is the star of the Justice League Dark animated film.
He's the star of Justice League. I mean, he's the star of the DC Universe. Batman is the star of the DC Universe. He is.
I do believe that he will be making an appearance. Maybe he may not have. He may make it just be a cameo, but it's going to be Ben Affleck.
Yeah, sure, cameo. I'll say yeah, he could be a cameo.
Okay, why are you so surprised about that?
Well, I'm saying he's not going to be in a definitive role, a starring role.
Well, sure, it's possible, but you're saying he's going to be out of this universe completely. I'm just saying, in the next Justice League film, he'll make an appearance. He'll be the Batman.
It's possible. I just don't think it's likely, given what we hear from rumors and how he acts. Just.
All right.
I mean, you look at him and they're doing all this promotional shit for Justice League right now. All these other actors,
how he's acting.
Every single other actors are looking like they're having a great time, and Ben Affleck's just like.
Well, look at him at the San Diego Comic-Con panel. He was having a blast there. So what does that mean? It means nothing. Mm. So you can't take anything that happens right now seriously.
He's also going through a divorce, but whatever.
And his last movie bombed box office.
Yep.
And he knows that also might help him stay as Batman because everything else he does is a disaster.
Well, that one movie wasn't. He was an Oscar-winning writer and.
Oh yeah, a while ago. Now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you like him, Corey, but I think the writing's on the wall.
I understand what you're seeing and what you're trying to project, but I think you're also just projecting a lot.
We're also really just
benefit.
arguing a movie here and there at this point. He's still going to do one more after this, and they're inevitably going to transfer him out within a few movies anyway. So 3 movies, 1 movie.
I mean, it's all right now. It's up in there. If Justice League is a huge hit.
You say it like it's not a thing, but 3 movies could be someone of 6+ years. I mean,
so
that's a significant time if you're doing an interconnected universe of movies.
I know it's a while. So I don't know what you mean.
That was my point too. Is like 6 years really isn't that much. I mean, a lot can happen in 6 years, but as far as like age-wise, what does that mean?
I mean, is the DCEU even 6 years old at this point? What year did Man of Steel come out?
2012, maybe.
Oh, that was Avengers.
13. Oh, okay. I don't remember because I don't give a shit about that film.
2013.
Well, when did VVS came out last year, right?
Yeah.
So it was probably like 2 years before that Man of Steel came out.
It was.
It was longer, I think.
2014.
What the hell's the copyright? Doesn't really matter, but
You can look it up easier online. Than
you probably
looking at
can. I thought I'd find it real quick. I'm sorry, I failed.
2013.
But no, I'm just.
All
It
right.
was close.
So you're saying 6 years isn't that long a time? I mean, the cinematic universe of Warner Brothers DC isn't even 5 years old. I mean, that's a long time, dude.
It's
That's
just
a
starting,
long
really.
time.
It didn't even exist then, really.
Oh,
It didn't exist really until like BVS.
Yeah, I don't disagree. 6 years is a long time, but as far as
Okay.
like filmmaking goes, I don't think that's necessarily a long time for an actor to be attached to a role these days.
All right.
I mean,
We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
Hugh
We'll see.
Jackman's been 17 years. Downey Jr. 's
That's
been...
the exception, not the rule. Come on.
No, I'm saying, I'm just giving you examples because times are changing and like characters are becoming part of a universe, and so actors getting tied to these characters and signing multiple movie contracts. Not out
Are you
of
putting
the
Ben
ordinary.
Affleck up there with Hugh Jackman or like Robert Downey Jr. now?
I'm putting the characters as big as Batman and the actors that played the
Batman, who's
characters.
had how many
Yeah.
actors? Like 5, 6 at this point?
Mhm, we'll
Since
see.
when? When
It's-
are you talking
again,
about?
Who knows?
Since like the 60s?
Since the Batman in 19.
Since BVS. Or what are you talking about? Since I'm
The
talking
first
about
movie
since,
Batman.
since Marvel
89?
started saying, since Marvel has said like, you know what, we're gonna have this universe and we're gonna start this and have 9 picture deals with characters and actors.
Mhm.
I mean, that's changed things, and people are trying to like do the thing.
Sure.
Like, look at Warner Brothers trying to like gravel up and like, I'm gonna make this whole DC universe and we're gonna try to copy Marvel but fast track it. I mean, they're doing the same thing. They're just not doing it as well because they didn't have the foresight to plan this out 10 years in advance.
Right, which is what I said at the very beginning.
Well, I know we all said that at the same time. It's like,
nothing
why are
to
they
do
trying
with
to
what
do
we're
Justice League
talking
before
about.
they do these individual movies? I'm just saying, 6 years for an actor to be attached to a role does not seem long to me now.
And
Before,
to me,
sure.
the success of Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman has sort of made them think, all right, we can really get this going now. More so than, anything else that's happened so far. These last 2 movies for them, I think they're feeling more bullish on their universe than ever before so far. They have a little bit of confidence. They should lower their expectations, not to where BVS is anymore. If they think they're going to make a $200 million opening movie with Justice League, they're going to be disappointed. That's just not going to happen anymore. But if they think they could do maybe 150 and budget accordingly, then they'll be fine.
Opening weekend doesn't matter. They care about total box office.
Yeah.
But that gauges interest of the people
It
first.
doesn't,
And the-
though. It doesn't, though.
No,
Look at Batman
yes.
vs. Superman. That's the perfect example.
So then how are you saying Batman v Superman's a failure if it's $900 million?
Yeah.
That contradicts what you just said.
I'm not saying
Because-
that it's a failure. I'm just
Because
saying
The
that
Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises both did over $1 billion.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Just
you can
Batman
have-
alone. How do you take Batman, who's been
You put in a
who's had
shitty character like Superman.
$2 billion movies back to back, you add Superman and Wonder Woman, and it does less.
Because Batman stories are better than Justice League stories in general.
I'm just saying that they may want to get an
Superman
idea of
didn't
how the
come
movie's
close
going to
to
do,
going
but with the drop off that movie had, they couldn't accurately predict how it was going to do worldwide.
It's
They were going to clear $1 billion easy, and then suddenly they were barely scratching 900
Okay.
because of the drop off.
I just what you just said. It kind of contradicted what
It doesn't contradict.
Your whole
No, it
statement.
doesn't. You see $165 million opening, right? And then next week it's $50 million. How
That's
do you?
not what happened.
That's what Mike is saying. Like you have a huge opening, and it matters the opening. Now you're saying it doesn't matter, and then you just said now it matters.
I think what it brings in
opening
total
weekend
box
doesn't
office.
matter comparative to end results. Look at Wonder Woman. We just saw that. Wonder Woman had what, like a.
All right, I'm done with this conversation
I think
because
Wonder Woman
you're
could
just
pass
contradicting
it.
yourselves. I'm over it.
I'm saying that it's not an accurate gauge. That's all I'm saying.
These companies aren't in the industry for box office first weekend. I don't even see how you can argue this.
I agree with you.
All I'm saying, Corey. Is that
That's
they
why.
can't
How can you
gauge-
say $900 million is a failure, especially?
I'm not saying
since
it's a failure. I'm just saying you couldn't gauge
All right.
that one.
whatever.
You couldn't Listen. I'm saying.
I'm
that,
the one's calling it a failure. You
no,
call me.
I'm saying that it
calling a failure.
underperformed after its first week.
Sure, it underperformed. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying when you're saying the worldwide box office is what matters most, and then you go ahead and say Batman v Superman's not important to them because it made $900 million still. I mean that's huge numbers.
That's why
movies,
they're still making these movies.
hardly any
Relative
movies
to what it
make these.
cost.
And that was my
it still
point. They
made
got
money.
rid of it.
That's the thing. Like,
What do you think made more money?
It's also
for
the starting
CBS or
point,
Wonder
though.
Woman?
The opening weekend is the
Obviously.
starting point.
and what made more money for Fox, Wolverine or Deadpool? I mean,
Your second weekend isn't going to raise the number, so that's where you start. Then you just go by a certain percentage. So that sets the tone for the whole way down. Now, obviously, you can drop off more or less. We saw big drop off for BVS, big drop off for Homecoming, but then there'd be less for Wonder Woman. But it's not like you get it all back at once, but you get the biggest chunk of it on that opening weekend. They certainly place more emphasis on that opening weekend than you're letting on to believe.
Opening week is important, Mike, but it's not the most important thing. It's how much the movie's going to make in the long run.
I know, but that sets the tone. Everything else is just a percentage afterwards.
It's
As
more
opposed
just
How do you
like
explain BVS when it has one of the biggest openings ever, and in the
it
second
doesn't have
weekend,
one of the biggest openings ever.
It does.
It does. It's got a big opening. Well, it did what? 150 something?
65.
160.
It's
Okay.
top 10 of all time.
It's all time.
10.
That's all time.
that's not that big.
Yes,
So?
that's big. That's what I'm trying to say. Whatever. All right. Let's get into what I've been up to, guys. Unfortunately, I haven't been watching too much myself. I'm trying to think if I haven't seen any movies. No. I mean, I haven't gotten to see Planet of the Apes yet, unfortunately. I meant to go see it this week, and I didn't get to. So, that's nothing for me, really. Mike, anything?
Nope.
Oh, God, this could be really dead.
Oh,
Corey?
this is going to be a quick one, I think.
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, three of us watched Game
And we
of Thrones.
didn't talk about that
at
last
all.
week.
I don't think we
Talked about
really
the first week.
I gotta say,
but not the last.
I gotta say that
last
this
week.
season has been fantastic so far. I really enjoyed this. The first 3 episodes of this show have been. I do like the smaller amount of episodes. It just feels like there's just more everything.
Smaller amount of episodes.
Huh?
I don't know what you mean by smaller amount of episodes, but I think it's
7.
just
Not
the
10.
smaller season.
Smaller amount of episodes.
Okay. Well, I thought you were talking about the 3. I'm like, how are you talking about a smaller amount of
No,
episodes?
no.
It's
I meant like total season.
the
Yeah,
3
a
you
smaller amount
saw.
of episodes in the season. Yeah.
So, I think the biggest thing that is going forward is it's nothing that people know. I mean,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah, it's pretty cool. Like getting some payoffs finally have been really cool.
I think it was kind of weird though, going from this last episode. Game of Thrones was a little weird, just like the way one ended and then the way this one basically ends is quite a contrast.
Yeah. I feel like there's certain things that have occurred in these 3 episodes that I'm like a little bit out of character for some people. That's my only gripe with the season so far. A little bit out of character for certain things happening. So I feel like they're just doing it for more of a story development.
Are you talking about Game of Thrones still? Or?
Yeah. You didn't watch the episode yet?
No, I did. I just not sure what part you're talking about right now.
I'm just talking about overall season. I feel like there's a couple of people out of character really for the way they've been the whole show, and it's kind of been like messing with time. It's just basically stretching it out and making.
You're talking about Daenerys.
Yes. So
Come on.
I feel like that's way out of character. But other than that, everything else has been good. A lot of it's been out of character for her, though.
I think they're trying to rush it along.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, it feels like that's what's happening with her entirely. But I don't know, the mistakes and everything like that. It just feels very, I don't know, counter to what we were expecting.
She can't keep winning.
Yes, she can.
Well, the thing that I thought was kind of funny is that, like, the Rose lady, what's her name?
Or Elena?
Oh,
Tyrell, whatever.
Tyrell,
her name is.
the old woman, yeah.
Elaine, something like what Tony said,
Olena
or something.
Olena, yeah.
Anyway, she's like, tells him, don't listen to Tyrion, and then everything Tyrion says and does basically fails, and then she goes and he talks to her again, and then she takes his advice again, but this time it's okay to take the advice. It's like, well, at least she's consistent there.
I think after this, High Castle, or not the High Castle, the Castle Rock.
Oh, Castle, yes.
No, after Castle Rock and what happened with High Garden, I definitely think there's going to be some shit going on between Daenerys and Tyrion. Plus, Ser Jorah's coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I could kind of, it's like, oh, look, 2 seasons of, all this fucking disease shit, and I'm cured in like 1 episode. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be like, hi, I should be your advisor again. Especially over this fucking dwarf that just fucked up all your plans. And, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's like, it's been just outplayed. I mean, it is...
Right, I agree with that, because, I mean, Tyrion,
know.
as smart as he is, he's not a general.
No, and there's like a lot of cool little prophecy stuff, little things with Varys, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I mean, it was a good episode, though. I was really happy with it. Looking forward to... What?
Did something happen when Varys was talking to the Red Witch? Yeah. So, like, I missed it. Like, he kind of threatened her, and she's like, I have to come back because, I have to die in this foreign land, just like you.
Yeah.
And then she walks off screen or something, and then I was looking at my phone really quick. Did she fly off or just disappear or jump off the cliff or something?
No. She just walked off. Yeah, no, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just an omen. It was an omen to him, like, kind of thing. Like, well, shit, does she know that I'm supposed to die? Or that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, wait, is this like just talk, or is this like, So I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, I feel like people will be dying, so.
Oh yeah, this is Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But
how do you guys feel about Euron?
I don't like him.
I mean, that's the idea, but
yeah, but I don't like him. I just don't like him.
I love his
I don't like him,
quips with Jaime. I think those are hilarious.
Sure. I don't like
he
him
just
though. Like,
talks so much.
He's like, spoiler alert, but can I get your advice? And it's like, about what? How does she like it? Work for hard. A bum in the like a finger,
in the bum.
He's like, no,
later.
Later. That was
no,
awesome.
he's got some good lines, but I just feel like
awesome.
they're trying to make him into Ramsay Bolton too much.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like he just comes out of nowhere, and they're propping him up to be the new big bad, and just everything with him is just so exaggerated. He feels like he belongs in like a video game or an anime. Just like, how he came down from like the boarding plank, like laughing and just being an asshole and just killing everybody, and then when he was making fun of Theon last episode,
rushed.
Like, what a twat!
You don't know anything about the character. It would have been nice to see what he was doing before. Yeah, like just get a little background on him. But as far as characters go, I think he's way better than Ramsay as a character. Ramsay was just creepy.
Yeah.
But they developed Ramsay.
That's what I mean. Like, he was a nice slow burn until he full on until you full on hated him. All right. So anything else, Corey?
Nothing really of note.
I'm trying to
Hold on. I still need to
talk
about one last.
Careful of spoilers. Really careful of spoilers.
Okay. It's not going to be anything like consequential. But what the fuck was up with Bran Stark this last episode?
I don't know.
Was anybody else creeped out by that conversation that happened?
Yeah.
Like, I was getting
Sansa was creeped out. So
obviously, but I mean, me as a viewer, I'm just like, this is pretty fucked up. And we've seen some fucked up stuff happen on this show. But the way he's like, that night, it was beautiful, just like it is now. It's snowing. And you were so beautiful. And that dress. I'm sorry it happened to you. It's like, what the fuck? You're like, I swear to God, he's a fucking voyeur. The series, all of this shit can be blamed on him for fucking watching Jaime and Cersei fuck.
That did start, yep.
Yeah, he's just a fucking voyeur. He's a little perv.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Tony, anything else you watched, or?
I watched. what is it? Edge of Tomorrow with Tom
Nice.
Cruise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good.
Wait,
it
is
was
that the-
conceptual-
It's fan-
is that
I
the-
thought it was a fantastic film.
Is that the
Yeah.
Live Die Repeat one?
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's I really like that film. I'm looking forward to the sequel. Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Are they actually doing a
They
sequel?
are doing a sequel.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
confirmed it?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Emily
makes me
Blunt
happy.
will be back.
Yep.
Really, I loved her character. In this.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
really
put
like
that
movie.
that gif in. You're like, who's that? Remember, she's like, on the you see her
Oh.
first time get up. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
pretty smoking sequence.
Yeah, shit gets real and stuff. But the concept, the story, I think, what's his name?
Oh man,
Tom Cruise did a great job with it.
Yeah.
Had a lot of chemistry with the other character, obviously.
Yeah.
But I really like that kind of thing. Groundhog's Day is one of my favorite classic movies of all time. So I just like seeing when a character knows the stuff and like they're just like, yeah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna make them eat the card, and then blah blah blah, and just rah rah rah.
Yeah, it was a cool little Groundhog Day mix in there. Yeah, that's why I think I liked it so much. I was like, oh, this is like kind of fun, and it was like, oh shit, it's like serious and yeah.
It was really fun trying to piece together what was going on and why it was going on, because like towards the end of the movie, he's acting pretty peculiar and weird, and she catches on to it. She's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, just sorry, I'm gonna spoil a little bit of the movie, not drastically. He's like, yeah, we've done this like 100 times. I mean, you die no matter what happens, you die right here. So I can't save you. And she refuses to believe him, obviously, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm interested in what they're gonna do for a sequel, though.
Yeah, it's and the name of it's really Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh,
That's what they're doing. Yeah. So maybe continuation. Maybe it wasn't finished. I don't know. Maybe there's another loop. But,
oh god, Looper.
Yeah.
There is a awesome gif of when he's saying like him getting the explanation of we've done this before. How do you know and all that stuff, and it's just like poof perfectly loops, and it's just like, so when does it end? When does it begin? It just started, and it's like it's so perfect. I'm trying to find it because you guys should see this.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up the 355 of the Moviecast. Listeners, viewers, write us for any questions or comments you have. Podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And tune in next week to more Moviecast fun. Gamecast coming up. Thanks.